So for this case, you recognize it by the block next to the piece that goes in the V and this opposite edge. And if the block is on the same side as this, then you do this algorithm. So this case is like a previous one. There's a bar, a flipped edge, and the piece that goes in the V. But this time it's not on the same side, so the yellow piece isn't right here. So how you solve this, and the yellow piece is on the side, the left side, how you solve this is with this algorithm. So when I was setting up this case, it was a little weird because I wasn't getting the one in the picture, and the algorithm I use isn't one listed. But how I solve this and how I recognize it is there's this block, and I don't know if there's always a block down here, but there is here. And there's this piece, which will be facing us, but on the right. And these are opposite. Like, this one's on the left side. This is, yeah, I guess. So how you solve this is like this. So this case is very similar to the last one. There's flipped edge, a bar, but this time the yellow piece is not over here. It's right here on the right side. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So how you solve this one is, well, it's just like last one, but the two flip pieces are right here. So how you solve this is like this. So you probably know this case if you know the basic inserts and like the the ones where the back edge is solved. So there's just two flipped edges, your V is solved, the back edge is solved. So there's two different algs. I use this one. But then there's also this one. So this case is just like the last one, but the flipped edge is in the top left and not the top right. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this case is where all of the edges in the top layer are flipped, and your edge in the slot is flipped. So this is a lengthy alg, but it's not that hard. So how you solve it is like this. So this one has a flipped edge in the back right and in the slot where you're going to insert your piece. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this one you can recognize it as a flipped edge in the back, and when your flipped edge is in the back, the piece that goes in the slot is facing you and it's on the right. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this case you can recognize by there's no flipped edge in the back. It's actually right here. So if you hold the flipped edge in the back to try to find see if it was the last one or two cases that I showed you, if it was one of those, then it's not going to be one of those because the flipped edge is next to the piece. So you're not going to hold it like this. You're going to put the piece that goes in the slot in the back and then do this algorithm. So this one is almost exactly the same as the last case, flipped edge in the back, no other bars. But this time, this piece that goes in the slot is not right here, it's right here, and it's still facing you. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this one is almost the exact same as the last one, but the flipped edge is now on the right, and your piece that has to go in the slot is on the left, and it's still facing you. So how you're going to solve this is, again, we're going to put the edge that goes in the slot in the back, and we're going to use this algorithm. So this one is almost the exact same as the last case. No flipped edges anywhere, and your piece that goes in the slot is on the front side, but now on the left. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this case you can recognize by holding the piece that goes in the bottom on the front side. So it'll either be on the left or the right, but for this alg, it's on the right. And there are no bars or flipped pieces. So this edge has to go here, so it's not flipped, and this one has to go here, so it's not flipped. And this one goes there, so it's not flipped. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this case you can recognize by the edge in the bottom is flipped. There are these two headlights, and there's a bar kind of opposite of the headlights, I guess. So how you solve this is holding the headlights on the right, and you solve it like this. So this case you can recognize by the edge in the bottom being flipped, and there's this kind of like circular pattern. They're like going around. This one will turn and go to here, but there's one there, I guess. So there's all these edges, all the bars. Now you solve it is like this. So when you're looking at the front, if there's a bar on the left, then you start with a right turn. So this one is pretty much just like the last one. The edge in the bottom is flipped. There's these two headlights, but now on the left. And the bar is on the right, I guess. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this case, you can recognize by there's a bar, and there's another bar, but that's with the piece that goes in the slot. So how you solve this is like this. This case is pretty much just like the last one. There's this flipped edge in the bottom, and these three bars. But now, bar on the front is on the right. So we're going to start with a left move. So this one is just like the last one, but now the piece that goes in the slot is on the left side, and the bar is on the right side. So how you solve this is with this algorithm. So this case you can recognize by there is this piece that you have to put in the back, and when you put it in the back, if the bar is on the front, then this is one of the cases, and if it's on the left, then you do this algorithm. So this is probably the easiest F2L case to recognize, no, not F2L, L4E case to recognize, besides the one where all the edges are flipped, because there's this huge kind of solved side, and the edge is facing you. So how you solve it is like this. And this alg is really good, and it's really fast, so whenever you get this case, you're going to have a good solve. And this case is just like the last one, but the kind of solved side is on the right, and the edge is facing you, but on the left now. So how you solve it is like this. Now, if you have your edge on the back, but the bar is on the right, you're going to solve it using this algorithm. In this case, it's just like the last one. Edge in the back solved. Bar on the right now, though, and piece on the left facing you. So how you solve it is like this. So I'm assuming that most people already know the basic ones where it's the last layer, and the ones where it's just 3 edges, but some people might not know these. So this one you recognize with the edge in the back solved, and the block is on the left. And this is on the right and it's facing you. So how you solve this is just like this. So this case is like one from earlier, but there's no bar on the side. So how you're going to solve it is like this. So this one is just like the last one, edge and back solved, huge solved side. But now the edge that goes in the slot is on the left side. So you're going to solve it like this. So this case you can recognize because there's the edge in the back solved and this whole solved side. So how you solve it is like this. So this one is just like the last one, but now the edge is on the left and facing you. So you're just going to solve it like this. So this one is just like the last case. Edge in the back, no blocks. Pieces on the right side now. So it's just a 3-move insert. Just like that. So this one is an edge in the back solved. And there's no bar on the left and right. But now this piece is not facing the front. So you're going to solve it like this. It's just a 3-move insert. Just like that. So this is a last layer case where the whole first layer is solved. So how you solve it is, well, how you recognize it is there's these 2 pieces and this edge isn't connected to anything. So we solve it like this. And now this one, it's just like a soon. These edges, they go here. These go here. These go here. So when they're going like this, clockwise, you kind of go counterclockwise. So like this. But if you're going the other way, like this, wait, no, counterclockwise, yeah, then you kind of go clockwise with your algorithm. Now this one is just like the last one, but now these blocks are kind of facing the different opposite way. So how you solve it is like this.